Hi there, my beautiful beings. How are you today? How are you feeling? Has anything come up for you in the last video? Any information, any aha moments about, oh yes, it's the fear, or oh yes, there's a belief in place that's blocking my beautiful spirit guides from coming through? So in this gorgeous video, we will continue on with the subject of why you may feel that your spirit guides are ignoring you. This is, by the way, this is a perception. It's an illusion that we step into to have this human experience, because your spirit guides are always with you. They're always by your side. Whether you hear them or see them or you don't, they're always there. But in this gorgeous video, what was coming through very strongly at the end of the last video is that many times we have a request, we ask for something. Say, for example, health. There's something going on with our health, and I'll just use one example. It's just an example. Say you've got a sore back and you wake up every day, oh, this sore back. And so you pray and you pray and you pray to your beautiful spirit guides. Can you please ease this pain? Can you please take this pain away? Right? This is your prayer. And this prayer may take anywhere from, say, 5 to 10 minutes. And you do it once a day. When you think of it, it's like, oh, the pain. Oh, spirit guides, please. But then you spend the rest of your day and your energy focusing on this pain in your back and how much it hurts. And so you go and take your painkillers, and perhaps for an hour or so, there's relief. It doesn't hurt as much. It's still there. The discomfort's still there, but it doesn't hurt as much. How much of your day do you focus your beautiful energy on your back being free of that pain, of you being able to bend over and being able to walk and being able to do all the activities that you want to do, and your back is in full health again, full of vitality, full of flexibility, perfect? How much of your energy goes towards that every day? And so you pray to your beautiful spirit guides, please take this pain away. And you feel they're ignoring you because the pain is still there day after day and it's getting worse. Why are they not listening to me? Why are they not replying to my prayers? Why are my spirit guides doing nothing while I suffer? Sound familiar? All the while we forget that this is our journey. This is our canvas that we are painting with the palette of colors that we've been given. And every day you pick up that paintbrush and say your back pain is the color, this dark gray. Every day you pick up your paintbrush and you dab it into that dark gray and you keep putting it on that canvas, because you keep focusing on the pain, the discomfort. You keep focusing on all the things that you can't do, how limited you are, how restricted you are because of this back pain. This is just one example. It could go for anything. Finances. Please, my angels, my spirit guides, assist me with my finances. I don't want to be in debt anymore. I feel like for me, when I was in debt, I felt like I was strangled, suffocated. I couldn't breathe. That's how I felt when I was in debt. But I spent all my thoughts on lack and scarcity. How am I going to pay the next bill? Where's the money going to come from? I'm not going to have enough to pay the next bill. These were my thoughts constantly. I'm not going to be able to pay the mortgage. We're going to lose the house. I won't be able to pay the car repayments. We're going to lose the car. And then what would happen? My husband would be so angry with me that I'm not earning enough money to cover all of these bills. And when I went to a financial advisor, eventually after my daughter was born, to find out what's going on, it had nothing to do with the money coming in. It had everything to do with how I was managing that money when it came in. I was never taught to manage it. I was never taught to budget. We had more than enough money coming in. More than enough at the time. I think when my financial counselor looked at it, there was like $40 in the red at the end of it. Like we were in debt below $40. Which for me is one piano lesson. There it is. Let's just grab a few more piano lessons and we'll be in the green. We're no longer in the red. But I thought when we were going to look at the numbers, we were going to be way, way behind. Like when you looked at all the money that came in and all the expenses and everything we spent, and we were heavily in debt with the mortgage, with a loan that we had for the car. We were $25,000 in debt for the car, as well as the mortgage. Which at the time was about $250,000. So all up was about $275K that we were in debt. We were paying all of that off. So we had all the bills, we had that. And once he looked at all of that and he put it all down on paper and we looked at it, we were only $40 in the red, which meant that all the money coming in and all the money going out, including groceries, including dinners out or whatever, we were doing at the time. That's all it was. It wasn't a huge number that I thought we were going to get there. It's going to be like, hundreds of dollars in the red. And how am I going to cope? How am I going to manage that? And so he showed me how to manage. And with time, those debts were paid off. When Spirit knew that we would be ready for that, I was already taking the steps. But it's a mindset. Your energy, your focus is on debt, on being behind, on financial struggle, on lack and scarcity. That there isn't enough. There isn't enough money to pay for all that, for all the bills. There isn't enough money coming in to cover all of that. This is where our energy is the whole time. And so no matter how much you're asking your beautiful spirit guides to assist, to alleviate this financial struggle, just like with your back pain, if you keep picking up that paintbrush and dabbing it in the red for financial debt, for lack and scarcity, and you keep putting that on your canvas, every day you wake up and you grab that paintbrush and you dab it in the red again because your finances are in the red. And let's keep doing these red brush strokes on this beautiful canvas that is your life. Your beautiful spirit guides cannot go against your free will. And if your energy is focused on lack and scarcity, no matter how much you ask your beautiful spirit guides for financial freedom, the two are conflicting. And when you ask your beautiful spirit guides, how much time do you spend on those prayers? 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night before you go to bed, 10, 20 minutes. But then you spend hours throughout the day. Hours stressing, worrying, doubting. How am I going to pay for these things? There isn't enough money. These are the conversations you have with yourself all day long. And if 95% of your day is caught up in those thoughts, my beautiful beings, this is where your energy is. Your spirit guides are respecting you as the creator that you are. The moment you realize that, it's not about them. It's not about them. This is your life and they are your assistants. TS. They are here to assist. When they guide you, when they send you signs, when they send you people with messages for you, it's because this is part of your path. If you are here, your spirit guides, your soul, they've brought you here to remember something that's important for your path. It's important for you to remember this. And for me, it becomes clearer and clearer and clearer with each passing day. I look back when I was in financial struggle, when we were heavily in debt. For us, that $275,000 was like a prison for me. Everything, all the money we made went towards paying the debts and the bills. It was like there was nothing left to enjoy anything. What was the point? What was the point of working? What was the point of living when everything was just towards bills and bills and bills? And there's nothing left over to enjoy anything, a holiday here or there. And the funny thing was that throughout all of that, we bought motorbikes, we went on these beautiful rides, and yes, that added to our debt. But somehow we managed. We found a way to make it work. And that was something that we really, really enjoyed. So, my beautiful beings, your spirit guides can only get on board if you are on that train. If you are on the train to financial freedom and you are taking the steps that you need to take, if it's to see a financial counselor, then get that advice. Do that. Here, that was free for me. You can get that for free here in Australia. Free financial counseling. I'm not sure if it was just for the first session. I went through Lifeline, I think it was in Gordon. I remember going there to see this beautiful man, to receive that beautiful advice. And I just walked away feeling so empowered on that day that we were only $40 in the red. All of a sudden, my life was like, wow, we're okay. Because all those years, up until that point, my husband kept blaming me that I wasn't earning enough. I wasn't earning as much as him. And I know that all of that was serving my beautiful path as well, of making me feel less, of making me feel not good enough. I still hadn't let go of that paradigm, that I'm not good enough just as I am. In every relationship, unless the two beings are in exactly the same career, at exactly the same level, say 2 doctors get married together, 2 lawyers get married together, 2 teachers, you're exactly the same, on exactly the same pay grade. There's always going to be one that earns less than the other, always. And at the time, every time I look back on it now, at the time my husband was drinking alcohol and smoking cigarettes. And that in itself is not a cheap habit. It's never been. So when I took that, I factored that into what he was earning and what he was spending on those 2 habits that aren't bringing anything in. They're not helping us financially in any way. And then I looked at what I was bringing in financially. We were the same. We were exactly the same in terms of the money that we were actually bringing in. And yes, over the years, I've brought that up because it's like, well, hang on. We're actually bringing in the same money when you factor in that we have to take that out every week. Lucky for me, he's quit the smoking because the smell after a while, I just couldn't deal with it. I used to smoke, when I was 25 and I just started working in the city and everyone was smoking inside at the time. We're talking 1995. Before this whole thing of lung cancer blew up and all this stuff that we know about smoking now. But for me, just like with the alcohol, I was constantly at the doctors with bronchitis. I was constantly sick and having breathing problems. And after 4 years of that, I was just like, you know what? I'm done. I can't deal with it. It's not for me. I'm not having fun. I'm not enjoying it. What's the point? And the same was happening with the alcohol. I would drink 2 or 3 glasses and end up with a migraine or vomiting, or the next day just shoot me now. So it wasn't fun for me. I was like, what's the point? I'm of that mind. If I'm not enjoying it, then there's no point for me. What's the point of doing that? you know. So the alcohol was the same. I tried that for a year or so, and it was like, no, okay, it's not for me. I'll just pass, you know. It's not that I'm better or I'm a better person because I don't drink. I'm a better person because I don't smoke. It's not part of my path. It's obvious to me. Otherwise, I would be able to enjoy it without feeling sick every time. With both things. You know, the one time I tried any kind of drug, I thought I was dying. I vomited. I felt so sick. And this wasn't that long ago. This was this year that I thought, oh, you know what? I'm in my 50s and I've never tried anything. I haven't tried pot. I haven't tried absolutely anything in my lifetime. I mean, the most I have, I think, is caffeine in my coffee, you know? And I have 2 of those a day and I'm done. So I thought, okay, I'll give it a go. And I honestly thought I was dying. I was freaking out, thinking, my daughter's only 13. What have I done? I'm not coming back. I vomited and I ended up passing out on the floor. I woke up, somehow dragged myself up to bed and just lay there. And the whole time I'm in this darkness that I look back now, and if it weren't that I was so panicked that I wasn't coming back and I was leaving my daughter without a mother at the age of 13, you know, if it weren't for those thoughts, it was such a peaceful place to be. When I let go of all of that, because it was like, well, it's out of my control now, it's done. I can't do anything about it. I didn't see a light, perhaps because I wasn't dying, but I was enveloped by this darkness. I just became this darkness. My body was gone. And it was just so, so peaceful, so blissful, so joyful. You know, this space. It felt like what space would look, you know, would look and feel like. And it gets to hold these beautiful stars. You know, it was just something indescribable. But the peace and the bliss that would take over when I just let go of control, it was just beyond words. It was so, so beautiful. But I get to that place every time when I interact with my beautiful spirit guides, and I allow them to take me to that place of bliss, of peace, of unconditional love. I don't need any drugs to take me there, you know? So, yes. That's what we were coming to in this video. The information we're trying to get to is, are you contradicting your beautiful, what you are asking your spirit guides for, with what you are actually focusing on 95% of your day? This is something for you to really sit with yourself today, because they can't interfere. You're saying that this is more important, this lack and scarcity, or this lower back pain, that you spend all day focusing on this, on the discomfort, on the pain, on how it makes you feel. And remember, your soul is here for that. How does it make you feel, my beautiful beings? So when you are done with that experience, when you are done completely and fully, I've had enough of this, you will move away from it and move into a new direction with new thoughts, with new focus, new words. All right, my beautiful beings, know that in every moment it is serving your experience, whatever it is, however it looks. We're not here to judge that you're in lack and scarcity, or that you're focusing on your lower back pain. We are bringing awareness to it, that you may stop and look at yourself and think, oh, yes, I am doing that all day long. I wasn't aware of it. This is what these beautiful videos are for, to bring awareness to what it is that you are focusing on, because this is where you are placing your beautiful energy. All right, my beautiful beings, we love you guys. Remember to click like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the messages. And we'll see you in the next video, okay? Bye for now.